Yes! It's time again. East Coast tournament. Today, my notes consist of a letter. Backside of a letter. I mean, I at least have some notes. However, we hope they will improve during the week, right? I was watching some of the YouTube content out there that people that already played this expert qualifier, so I have a decent view on the winds. Wind directions are on a post-it note. So I am very curious about looking at the hole one, if we can get a really good position there. So I'm going to try to blast a berserker down there and see how far we get with my clubs. So the clubs that we're playing with today is for the most part APOC sniper, but we will change in hole 2. We'll use the quarterback driver, and on hole 7 we're going to use the Thor's hammer instead to do the stop shot on the green. Other than that, I mean, hole 8 and 9 are really wow, difficult holes. So hopefully we will not, I mean, the hole 9 is not that difficult apart from the drive, because if you screw the drive up and end up in the rough short or in the sand, it's very challenging to get the eagle. So hopefully we will not do that, and with no further ado, let's get going. And welcome. I hope you will enjoy the show. We will not do any shootouts apart from the par 3s, so this will be more or less done in 45 minutes maybe. Let's go. The goal for today is -12, so we will need to find. Hello Thomas, welcome, thank you. We will need to find one extra, as the hole 3 is not really, it's really difficult. It's not a freebie eagle as most par 5s are in tournaments. And this one 10%. Let's see what we can do with this wind, because it's quite heavy tailwind on this one. So I hope we can do something funny with it. 10-5. 8 rings. It's gonna land somewhere around there, like up there somewhere, right? This might be in the rough. Oh, it's turning really hard. Wow. Okay. At least we will be able to reach. That was not where I wanted to go, but hey. If we would have just have gone like a little bit more curl, that would have been really perfect. But then again, we had hit great, so we'll need to see where we landed as well in the replays later on. This could be an alternative, but I don't know. Let's see how it goes and evaluate later. So let's find out where the max is. Max is over there. Wow. So half, just a little bit under half. Let's align with the wind. Something like that. 5 rings. And let loose. That's not going to go in. But ending up in that sand pit was not so bad. I mean, what can you expect? First shot of the wind, so it's easily you end up in a bad place, as long as you don't end up behind a tree or something like that, or land in the sand pit over the in the beginning of in the middle of the hole. Then you're okay. I mean, you are able to reach the green. But of course, I don't know. Maybe it's a bad idea to go there. I'm not sure. So let's put this one in. We have hole 1. At least we have an idea that we can go there. A little bit more curl, that would have been spot on. Hello Mike, welcome. Thank you for the good luck. So, what to do for hole 2? It's really, it's not so easy, I think. But we will be running it with the quarterback from minimum distance. Good luck. So, hole 2. 10%. I made a note that we might be able to run it 1-to-1 -1. We can try that, see if we can get it working. So change bag, quarterback. No, let's change ball as well. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. 5 people here, that's nice. Enjoy yourself in the chat if you like. If you like what you see, hit subscribe and like the like button. In any case, you're most welcome to be here. So let's see. I made some notes. 275 is the idea that I'm going to go, and then 1-to-1 -1 is 8 rings. 8 rings, and I think we should go forward a little bit. As we have so much side spin, we don't need to use any curl. That's the whole idea. and Mr. Great. With a perfect, that would have been quite nice, I think. You're so funny. Are you working now? This doesn't really make any sense unless he really just wanted practice with his normal club. But the quarterback is normally much better to play when you need to use the quarterback or the rock. If you have them really high level, those are better for the shootouts with drivers. It would have been nice to drop that one, but then we don't have any real improvements to look for. But this one, I think we could actually dial this one in to have it at least as good as that one. I mean, it would have been good to hit it perfect, and we could start doing some tweaks. Now we need to sync it. Hello Sean, welcome. Hope you enjoy the show. This will be short and quick. So this one we'll just go for fate. Hole number 3. This one is challenging. Of course, we don't want to go long and into the rough or sand. Other than that, I think we stay with the sniper, even though some people are using like Big Dog or Cataclysm for the second shot to get some extra distance and not going in overpower. But I don't know. I think I'll just go like this. Hopefully we don't end up in between clubs, because then of course the adjustment will be more on a feeling than real get in the hole feeling. So okay, change bag, back to the sniper and apocalypse, balls, kingmaker, let's go. Drive plays 10%, so we have to have a look. Maybe we do some calculation as well, just to make sure we're at least more or less on track. Can have a look how much our opponent is adjusting. He's just doing it on a feeling, so we don't know. Not sure what he's going to try. Maybe he wants to bounce on the rocks. Looks like. Let's see. Maybe that's a funny way to play it. I'm not sure what the idea was, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't that. So let's see. 9-1. It's gonna be 7 rings. We're just gonna put it down there. Make sure we're not going too long. So 7 rings. let go and hope we didn't underestimate the wind, so we get too much tailwind. Oh, we're even going short. So now we will need to bounce over this mound with some topspin on the sniper. We cannot really hit on the right hand side of this rough patch. And you mean what my opponent happened? I don't know. He's on a bumpy ride, I think. But he's okay, he can reach with the wood from there. So now the question is, do we try to go here in any case? Maybe. If we hit like there, it should be okay. 8 rings and a little bit, as we're going to use curl. To bounce it into the side and then hopefully not run into the rough. And now there is a way to play this going up the hill and rolling back down, but it's really difficult to get it working. So I'm not really sure, I haven't decided, but there's of course the way to play straight at the hole, and in this case I think it's the more sensible play, but it's uphill, so it's difficult to judge how much backspin you're going to use. And it's very easy to end up short, unfortunately. It would have been better with a B52 with a lot longer ball guide, but we are not that fortunate to have it yet. Oh, we can probably... Oh, minimum distance. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can find this one. Like something like that. Minimum distance 80 minus 5%. Six rings we're going to use. 6 rings. We're not gonna sink it with a grate, that would be... close, but no cigar. Looked like we under-adjusted it as well. Maybe should have used 0%. 0%. I don't know. But this is an extra. I think going straight, I will do that at least for the next try, and see if we can get it better, because judging how much the ball guide is affected by that side wind is difficult. Good luck. Some gold to the public. Really? Wow. Did you sink it? Okay. We didn't get any of the extras on the 3 first, so we'll have to find something else. Hole 4. So this one plays 10% as well on the drive. Then we're going to have a long iron or short iron depending on where we land. Most likely a short iron, and we will see what happens. That is of course an alternative to go with overpower, but I think it's possible to bounce before where the fairway goes up on the right hand side. Hopefully clear the tree and then be more or less home free. So let's see. Eight, 3, 6.5 rings. Six and a half, and back a little bit. Ooh. Wow. I think we need some curl there to make sure we're heading the right direction. Little curl. So we don't forget. Yeah, close. Welcome everybody. If you like what you see, hit subscribe and the thumbs up button. We are most likely qualifying today, even though it's early in the week, but I think as we didn't screw up on the first 3 holes, we're going to try at least, unless we really I don't know what to do. If we're just gonna qualify, I think. The goal is still -12. I think we can easily. Oh, so we are at mid D52, 7.5 rings. Let's use 2 backspin, use the side spin so that we can. That cannot do. We can. This is going to be somewhat difficult because now we need to judge there 7.5 rings. Oh. And Mr. Great. That's not gonna help us. Okay, we need to get a little bit closer to the hole to use the short iron. The long iron is not good for that in this case. Yeah, I don't know, because then you need to use overpower clause. He was happy sinking that, apparently. Good luck. now, hole 5. Now, let's see if we can find something extra here. Welcome everybody! We're doing the qualifier for the East Coast tournament. Bar is open, but you bring your own. Okay, 7-4. So we are going to be mid club plus 10%. 7-4. 7-7 rings. Let's use 8 rings then. So 3. We want to bounce sort of in the middle of that, on the top of that. 8 rings. Let's use 8.5. Because we gain some height there. No. You don't want to hit great on those shots, right? Okay. Did you get closer? It's so difficult to judge because when you hit great, you don't really know if your adjustments were right or not. So hitting perfect is of course a prerequisite to be doing some tweaking on of your adjustments later. But the speed seemed to be okay, so 3 backspin, so it's good. But we don't know about the side spin, and he was even more close. We can look at his adjustments later. Oh, you cannot, but I can. So we can have a look how he did that and then copy. You mean what do you mean, Klaus? You went further up towards the bunker, like on the back side and rolling back down again towards O? That is of course an alternative. We can see there's a lot of alternatives. Of course you can do a stop shot as well with the Saturn or whatever it's called, but it's really difficult with stop shots in tailwind because really it's just shooting. So you think you have enough backspin on, but you're overshooting in any case. Hole number 6. Now we have a small dilemma because a lot of people place this hook thing, and I think we're going to do it as well. But the wind isn't perfect for that. It's like pointing a little bit. Yeah, do that. I will have a look later. Opponent disconnected. It's like over there. 2, and a few more. Let's see how far we can get. And how this goes. Okay, that's not what I tried to do, but I think this is a nice setup for an albatross as well. Okay, not really sure what happened there. I saw that we clipped the rough, but that was not the intended result. But the wind is pointing in the wrong direction, so maybe that's the problem. But we can't count on hitting the rough all the time, so we will need to see how we do that in the opening round. We will see a lot of more alternatives, of course, during the week, so we can decide which approach seems to be the better one. That was very straightforward, but now you might have the trees in play, so I think we are in a better position. It's like, wow. This is, I don't know. I mean, 7 in minimum distance, 10%. 7-4. It's gonna go 6-5. So. Oh. 7. Mr. Great. With the perfect, that could have been in. But we cannot be much closer than that if we want to play with the sniper, because it doesn't have enough backspin. And we might end up in between clubs, and then we are, of course, need to do some kind of rough bump, which you can't do with the B52 because it doesn't have enough topspin. Oh, it's in compared to the previous tournament, they really have put some effort in making the winds a little bit more challenging, for sure, which is good, I think, because having minus 35 winning requirement to win with minus 35, it's, I don't know. Of course, it's going to be equally difficult to win this tournament, of course, but at least you don't need to sink. I mean, it's really difficult to get minus 35. Then you have to hit every shot perfect and have some luck as well, I think. That was hole number 6. So hole 7. Now we're getting to these a little bit trickier ones, I think, because hole 7 is going to be this one. Maybe we should try just to see if our. So we're going to use a power 3. We're going to be like, that's exactly mid distance. We are going to have a little bit more. 7, 5, 10%, 5 rings. So we're adjusting down, so we move forward. But I don't think we have enough backspin on this one. I guess we can allow him to try as well, if you like to. The tournament wind is going to be a little bit more headwind, so in that case we are better off. And we're going to use the Thor's hammer, and I have it level 6, so we have more backspin to use than I have on the Apocalypse card club. So I think we're going to go with about 8 bars of backspin and as much right spin as that is allowed with that. Good luck. So now we do this with the Thor's hammer instead. Okay, so change bag. Sorry for this, but I will need to change this card. Thor's hammer. Let's go. Three more holes to go, then we're done. I only have one account to play, so very fast stream. Maybe if I have time later on, I will do some Tour 9 and Tour 10 streaming as well later on tonight, but usually there's a lot of streamers streaming the tournament material, and that is of course interesting these days. So hole number 7. We have Thor's hammer. Let's go. So minimum is there. Max. Oh, maybe we're going to be a little bit more than medium. Like 8 rings. 9. So we 5-3 at medium. Let's do 5.5 then. And the baby curl to the right. We should be okay, but let's see how close we get. So let's try 7.5 backspin next time. 11 people! Wow! So cool! Welcome everybody! Welcome Felix, thank you for that. Welcome Felix, thank you for that. I think if he's trying that, he's going to have some problems, because that driver does not have enough backspin to land on the green. So this is of course an alternative, but he will fly very long. Or she. If it's a she, I mean, Sandra indicates it's a woman, but yeah, I don't know what that was all about. So we have 2 more holes. Yeah, oops. Oh, Pete! Hello there, Queenie. Welcome, welcome. We're trying to do some qualifying here. Sean, welcome. No, you already be here, right? You were here earlier. Yes. We don't know what that was all about. Maybe she wants to train the sand shot. I don't know. Two more holes, hole 8 and hole 9. Those are really, yeah. Those that doesn't know Pete's Queenie, her name is Rhea, and she's also a streamer. So if you like watching a lot of nice material about GolfClash, hit her name and visit her channel. I will for sure be trying to catch her later, but I think she was saying that she was going to stream tomorrow, and tomorrow evening is extremely bad for me, but I will try for sure. So next hole, we're going to thread the ball through between the bunkers like a surgeon. We're going to use normal setup. Now the question is, do we think we're going to be short and need the long wood, or try with the sniper? Sniper is of course better if we don't need to overpower the second shot. I was thinking about going with the sniper, so we'll do that, and then of course we will wing it. 10%, the drive plays 10%. Yes, but so we are going to land it around here with about 6 topspin. 6 topspin. That's about, let's use 5.5 because I don't want to run too far. So 9. It's going to be 7 rings. Yeah, this is scary shit. So 7 rings. A little bit of curl. Now I don't know if I changed the spin. Hopefully I did. I think we are okay. Scary, but we can use 6 topspin, I think, to get a little bit further. That placement is good. Hopefully we don't need to use any overpower for the second shot, otherwise it's of course a little bit roulette-ish, because we don't really want to hit anything great when we approach that mound where the green is. Indeed, I hate it as well. It's really, Felix, it's challenging. It's challenging. I will, Ray, I will for sure, if it's possible, I will try to join your stream, to watch your stream live, because I've only seen you recorded streams. So let's see. What to do. We do want the second bounce to be on the green, so let's try like that. We're going to be max distance, so let's use 8.5. And perfect. So let's see where we go with that one. Ooh. Oh, we're really close, but the bounce was maybe not what I intended, but it seems to be going okay anyway. So what do? We need to use a little bit more topspin then, because the headwind made our the bounce after initial landing to the second bounce a little bit too short. So yeah, if we clip the rough, we're going to end up in the rough or sand, because then we lose too much momentum and we won't get up the hill. Yes, all for the excitement, Rhea. So we have one more hole. As already stated, the drive is crucial on this one. If we don't make the drive on hole 9, working from the rough or sand, then the eagle is really difficult to make. So we do want to be on that fairway, thin piece of fairway on the right hand side. Not sure what this guy is up to, but I hope he's decided what to do soon. Maybe he was waiting for me to forfeit. I don't know. But I'm not doing that. I'm qualifying today. I don't have time to play every night this week. This one, however, we can forfeit. Okay. So that was okay-ish. Of course we didn't drop it, but if we drop that one, that will for sure be an extra. Not a lot of players will drop that eagle in this tournament. Hole 9, drive place 5%. And this one I don't feel very comfortable about, but let's do it. Yes, last hole. As you can see, Ian is starting his stream very shortly, so once I've done this, you can pop over to his place and enjoy the show. So the idea is to, as we have the wind from the left and a little bit headwind, we want to end up close to the end of that small piece of fairway going out into the right hand side. And to do that, you very easily get fooled to use a lot of curl. But you don't need that much curl when the wind comes from the left, so many will over curl and end up clipping the rough, and then you're short on your next shot. So hopefully we curl just enough. So 5%. So I think we go with 4 topspin, 7.5. It's gonna be 5.5 rings. And just a teensy weensy little bit of curl, like that. No! We clipped the rough as well. Man. I was hoping not to do that. I think we are okay, but most likely we will need to overpower to reach there, which of course makes this a little bit difficult. A little bit more difficult, but I think we are okay. We should be able to manage to get ourselves to the green. Of course, the chances for an albatross will be, I think 3 backspin is better. Because this ship is not extremely easy, but he's in an okay position at least. So we will going to use 3 overpower or more. Let's see, 3, maybe a little bit more than 3, and then 9 rings, 9. I think sometimes we have said that this is minus, so we use 8.5, and then some overpower. Oh, jumping. Perfect. So 8.5 ring was not enough, or we should have used a little bit side spin to straighten up the the side wind. Okay, we have an eagle minus 11. I guess nothing extra, but not expected, as this is the first run. But overall, I think we didn't do any mistakes, so I'm happy for that. No mistakes are always. Oh, let's not sing before this fat lady. Quit before the fat lady sings, because we need to do the putt as well, right? That would be absolutely horrific to miss the putt. That was a nice shot. All right. Well played. Well, the real Alba chance, yes. Of course, you can have a fluke Alba as well. but you can't really adjust the correct amount. 90. It even says that you should use more than 9 rings, so using too little, good luck. Let's have a look at the table, but I believe minus 11 should be okay to put us on towards Thursday. A lot of 11s. Nobody is. Okay, maybe somebody did an albatross. No, he did an extra eagle. Okay. Thank you for being here. We will be streaming opening round on Thursday, if life permits. Otherwise on Friday evening, together with the Brady's bunch. Thank you, Felix. Welcome back. And thank you, Sean. Everybody who's been here and enjoyed the show, please hit the like button. If you didn't like what you see, hit the dislike button and write your comment what you didn't like, so I know what to improve for the next round. And Torbjörn signing out, so enjoy the show and good luck in your tournament play. Bye bye.